Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about the possibility of a Watchmen character making it into the Injustice universe. Now, for those of you who are quite unfamiliar with the Watchmen series, it was a graphic novel created by Alan Moore and was a very gritty take on the superhero genre. You see, at this point in the comic books, all the characters that you kind of saw there were larger than life, and the Watchmen was the first comic book series to kind of really humanize their characters, make them feel more like people. Instead of these perfect specimens of nature, we got characters that had numerous flaws but did have their own sense of heroism, even though at times their own sense of heroism could be seen as flawed. If you haven't read the Watchmen comics, I highly do advise you to do so. It is very intriguing and handles its adult source material extremely well, so please do go out and read that. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up here is that the Injustice universe isn't very different to that of the Watchmen, in the sense that these characters we all have come to know, being these superheroes with no flaws, are really humanized. The second the Joker is killed, cracks start to appear in that universe, and we begin to see the flaws of not only the superhero philosophy, but also heroism itself. It's a very flawed ideology, and eventually can lead to a vicious cycle that doesn't seem to end. The story of Injustice becomes a story that is less of heroism and is instead more of a story about people. It strays away from this happy-go-lucky storyline in order to present us a real and down-to-earth take on what the superhero genre actually can be. So the characters from Watchmen really do fit within the Injustice universe, as it's not too different from their own, minus the absolutely outrageous superpowers. Now, currently at the point of making this video, Fighter Pack 1 is pretty much finished. We have our Red Hood, Sub-Zero and Starfire, which means that Fighter Pack 2 is just around the corner, and it will most likely be revealed at Gamescom. Now, Black Manta has already been leaked for this. Good job, Xbox Live Store, but we don't have a character that actually ties back to the DC comic book universe, in the sense of what they're doing now. You see, for those of you who do not read the comic books, DC has finally decided to tie the knot between the Watchmen universe and the New 52 one, merging them into this one kind of crazy universe, setting up a very interesting story arc that begins this fall of 2017, and there's a lot of stuff going on here with Dr. Manhattan, so the likelihood of this happening is fairly high, especially when we take into mind that Warner Brothers are notorious for throwing in quote-unquote guest characters into NetherRealm fighting game. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Alien, Predator. These characters are specifically put into there so that it can feed into their other brand. By you taking a liking to them in game, they know that you'll naturally be drawn to them outside of the material you play it in. Hence why they decided to throw in so many horror icons in Mortal Kombat X, so that way it could link in to their film franchises. Now, although Dr. Manhattan and many characters from the Watchmen series aren't so much guest characters, they still are relatively new in the sense that they're trying to reincorporate the characters into a more modern day setting. You see, the Watchmen graphic novel was a very one and done thing. It was perfect and stood on its own legs, and didn't really need anything to accompany it, so it has stood the test of time. But Warner Brothers obviously want to get more people behind it, as the last time we got any Watchmen goodness was back in 2009, which means it's nearly been a decade since the Watchmen series has had any exposure. And on top of that, we need to take into account of the things that Ed Boon does say. You see, on his Twitter, he put out a poll asking fans if they wanted to see a Watchmen character within Injustice 2, and the poll was overwhelmingly positive for a Watchmen character. So obviously, Ed Boon must be interested in putting a Watchmen character into Injustice 2. He also went into an interview where he was questioned about the possibility, and he says that there is always a chance. So the possibility of a Watchmen character making it into Injustice 2 isn't outside the realm of possibility. But yeah, that's kind of been it for this video. I hope you all have enjoyed this, and I do apologize that I didn't upload a video yesterday. I finally have my laptop repaired, so videos will start again properly next week, as this week I'll actually be going to a tournament in Birmingham to play Injustice 2, so keep an eye on NetherRealm stream. You might see me on there. Now, I do want to give you all a heads up that Saturday I will be doing another Injustice video, and I'll be talking about Shazam and whether or not he could return. Anyway, that's been it for this video, so if possible guys, let's try getting this video to about 500 likes. It's a great way of supporting this channel, as YouTube's ad system is kinda broken right now, so by giving it a thumbs up, it helps out a ton. Now, as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care, and I'll see you all next time.